What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Will's World. Actors and comedians Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears have been sued for alleged grooming and sexual abuse of two minors. According to the lawsuit, the children were recruited to film several comedy skits and were asked to perform sexually suggestive content. Now, a lot of y'all are familiar with Aries Spears from Mad TV. He started like on his third season back in 1997. And he stayed with them for about, I think, to the 10th season, which was in 2005. That's where he came to his prominence. Tiffany Haddish, she came to prominence due to a NBC sitcom called The Carmichael Show. And she was on there from 2015 to 2017. So, yeah, man. This is very disturbing. This is very, very disturbing. Aries Spears is someone that's suspect. This does not surprise me, and I'm pretty sure it don't surprise a lot of y'all. Aries Spears being involved in the sexual allegation, especially during these type of times. This guy is, his character is definitely suspect. For these type of things and just about any type of thing. The type of guy that this dude is showing himself to be. He lets anything come out of his mouth. His line of work, it's not honorable, if you ask me, because he's willing to sell his soul, to make a person laugh or to gain notoriety. So, I mean, somebody like that, they have no pride. Understand? Like they go wherever the wind blows them. They don't stand on nothing. But with Tiffany Haddish, other than she had an arrest for DUI, I believe that was back in January actually of this year. And it's not a DWI. That's when you're drinking while, driving while intoxicated. This was a DUI where she was, the police pulled over. She was in the area in Peachtree City, Georgia. They was filming a movie called Haunted Mansion. And she was, she was driving while she was high. She fell asleep at the wheel. She must, had some good weed. And, she was trying to pull into a residence or whatever. She didn't make it. But, I mean, that was no big deal. But it did make the headlines and things like that. But you didn't, this is something that I think nobody would have saw coming. This is totally out of her character. She pretty much has a good image, she does a little stand up and things like that. She pretty much stays out of the way. She got a lot of movies she did. I believe that Kevin Hart really catapulted her career. He kind of took her under his wing and catapulted her career from there. But yeah, man, I saw some of these skits. It's called sketchy comedy, I believe, the way that they put it. Where it's like 10-minute skits or whatever like that they do. This particular skit looked like it was inside of a house, probably Aries Spears' house. It looked like she was maybe they don't really have a time frame on it. They didn't really talk about the time frame of when this movie or this skit or this sketch was put out or was recorded. I don't believe it was ever put out, but I did see it and it was very disturbing. Um, you had scenes where this guy, it basically looked at like the sketch was, you know, Tiffany Haddish was playing like a chick that had a son, um, and she wanted to go out, and things like that. And she had her uncle staying with him. That's the character that Aries Spears was playing, and she had him staying with him, and that uncle was, he was a pedophile. So she'll just come in and be like, "Look, I need to run to the store. I need to go here or there," and she was out the door. And these type of things do actually happen. That's what makes it so disturbing. You have people that have went through these type of situations where they had negligent parents, single mothers, that allow people to just anybody keep their kid, and then this is when things happen. You know what I mean? And in these skits, you know, Aries was playing like the pedophile type of uncle. So this man, like when she would leave, he'll have like a little piece of newspaper, and he'll have like two holes in the middle of it, and he just watching the kid play in their drawers. The kid was like, like jerking off a gun. It was like that type of creepy, pedophilia type of thing. It's almost like child pornography, to a big extent. Um, and the big question is like, how could somebody, go take it that far? It makes you question this person's character when they take it that far. You got the little kid up in there. They had one scene where the kid was in a tub, and he was like rubbing all on the kid and stuff like that, licking his tongue through the hole and stuff. Man, it's real disturbing, bro. It's really hard to watch. But it's like it's really no way that, to me, that Aries Spears and Tiffany Haddish can correct, make this thing right. You see what I'm saying? She was saying that, she stated in the Instagram post that she deeply regretted agreeing to the act, to act in that particular skit. It was meant to be funny, but turned out it wasn't funny at all. But I just find that hard to believe when, like I say, she's like 42 years old. He's like 47 right now. So they're not far from each other in age. Maybe it was early on in her career. Looked like she was a little bit younger then. Maybe she was trying to get on or what have you like that. But you still should have your morals and your principles in check. When it comes to something like that, this is why I always say, money is at the root of all evil. And that's a true statement. And I understand that. But she fell into that. You understand? She sold her soul for that. The parents, I believe it came out that the parents were saying, because the first thing I said was the parents should be involved in this, in these legalities also. With the parents said that, they allowed their kids to be involved in this skit under the pretenses that they were going to be in like a Nickelodeon type of skit. You know what I mean? Like something that was made for kids. So they were bamboozled into this. But yeah, man, I mean, it was a real creepy type of video. This dude, he was like, it looked like it was in his house or something like that. So who knows what really went on, and how many times this guy has done this and what he does in his personal life. This really exposes that. You know, and with Tiffany Haddish, I know a lot of people, you know, by her being a female and her having a cleaner image, a lot of people are going to probably look at it and say, well, Tiffany Haddish probably, she probably didn't know, or she's innocent in this. But, I don't see it that way. Like I say, she was grown at the time. She's only a few years younger than Aries Spears. And she had a chance to look at the script. So by her saying that, it was meant to be funny, you know, I don't get where she could think that if she read the script and she agreed to play a part in that script. I believe that maybe she just wanted to get paid. She didn't care how she got paid, what it looked like, whatever. But I mean, this is real early on in this case. Maybe there's going to be some things that come out in her favor or what have you like that. But right now, man, it's very disturbing. I think that both of them should be brought up on charges. And I feel that, you know, that they should be blackballed at this point. But only because you see it, like it's out there, and they basically basically is agreeing that this was a real skit. She remembered partaking in this skit, so it's not like it's hearsay or it could have been photoshopped or whatever. It's a real thing that happened. So with that being said, I believe that these guys should be canceled, blackballed, and I think that these lawsuits should definitely go through on them. Um, I won't support anything that they do from here on out for sure. Um, I feel sorry for those kids, most of all, because they didn't really have a voice at that time. They're probably a little older now, uh, but I mean they didn't have a voice or say so in that. Their parents put them in that situation and things like that, man. I think that the law should be looking into Aries Spears a little bit more deeper because they may have some other victims out there. You know, you never know, man. This is a perfect example of that. Yes, you have a lot of men that are pedophiles, but you also have a lot of females that are pedophiles also. It doesn't have a gender on it. So it's on us to protect the kids. You understand? So y'all tell me what y'all think about this, man. It's a very disturbing case. Um, you know, like, comment, and subscribe, guys. I appreciate everybody that's been tuning in to my channel. But till next time, guys, it's been real. I'm Will. And all I'm trying to do is just get y'all to think about it. Peace.